nothing in return. Tell all your cross-eyed neighbors that it's none of their concern. Open the shades, Melinda, let in the outside air. I'm deep in doubt and I can't get out, and it must be dark in there. I wanna walk with you in the morning mist, though I should be home by now. And there must be some way out of this. I was thinking you'd know how. And my judgment may be shaky, and my shoes are soaking through, 'cause the weeds are wet and I haven't yet made any sense of you. All the midnight angels fold their wings by dawn, and the same old wild-eyed strangers sit and watch them till they're gone. I let the night unravel, forget my vain pursuits, except to feel that gray rock gravel on your road beneath my boots. I wanna walk with you in the changing lights, when the shadows twist and play, and the ghosts that kept me out all night, we can chase them all away. And the talk of those that wander, and the talk of those that curse, let them have their thrill, they'll need it, will be no more for the worst. Shine your eyes upon me, whisper long and low, mindful of the longing that we evermore may know. Up the ridge on pasture, looking down below, you can see the stacks of Danville when the clouds don't hang so low. Should you take a mind to, won't you join me there? Open the shades, Melinda, let in the outside air. Thank you. Where you going with your head hung down? Papers blowing through the streets of town. They've already taken all of your posters down. Didn't take them long once the orders came down. Sunrise off the lake shining in your eyes, shining on the wasted and the wise. Know you hear ringing in your ears are bald-faced lies that scream like the gulls in that smoke-stained amber sky. Fly back to the nest if it helps at all. Saint Mary of the Woods in the early fall. The leaves are turning on the Wabash now, and children sing for you. They sing a song of your dreams come true. Where you going? Brandy on your breath. Bottles open, spilled across the desk. Snifters broken, smashed against the wall. Just the way you're standing says it all. You hung the sign out, please do not disturb. Your driver's waiting out front on the curb. Write it off as one more half-sold show. If they've already seen your best, they can do without the rest, don't you know? Fly back to the nest if it helps at all. Saint Mary of the Woods in the early fall. The leaves are turning on the Wabash now, and the children sing for you. They sing a song of your dreams come true. awfully polite. It is kind of a bar, not a library. It's okay to breathe. I'm louder than you are. Your mother used to take the cure. She kept plastic on the furniture in the living room. You used to tell your friends if you never saw that place again, it'd be too soon. But your college beau didn't seem so bad. You brought him home to mom and dad like you're supposed to do. He wouldn't account for himself, and he got along better with the hired help than he did with you. No big loss, so don't suppose. Brush it away like a fly off a rose. We're all bound to miss a time or two. I'll anything. Your father always held his ground. He never liked you hanging round with the lesser kind. He suffered not the weak. He was never loath to speak his twisted mind. He liked to watch an evening pass, clinking the ice in his bourbon glass while you played your scales. With eyes that burned right through, he would say he always knew you were bound to fail. Shake it off and let it go. Brush it away till the lining shows. We can't help what came before. I'll thee. Well, who's that standing there? What you been doing lately? Your clothes not long out of style. You gave us all quite a scare, but the years were hardly wasted, only missing for a while. Don't sweat the losses, let them go. Toss them on out where the tall grass grows. We're all bound to get our share. I'll let you. Well, who's that standing there? What you been doing lately? Your clothes not long out of style. You gave us all quite a scare, but the years were hardly wasted, only missing for a while. Don't sweat the losses, let them go. Toss them on out where the tall grass grows. We're all bound to get our share. I'll let thee. Must be a cold front coming, as I saw the eastbound C&O. and the coal cars were dusted with a half-inch of snow. And that boy'll drive me crazy. Don't know what I'll do with him. The school'll be out tomorrow if that cold front comes in. Calling out to the dying daylight, with the shadows of the mountains bringing on the night. And the old folks like to whisper, he favors your side in his face. And when he gets a little older, he's gonna lead a merry chase. And I'm all alone, it's alright. Isn't gonna wound my pride. If anyone can claim they're alright, so can I. So can I. And I wrecked the El Camino, would have been DWI. So I just walked off and left it laying on its side. And the troopers found it in the morning, and they said it's purely luck I wasn't killed. I probably ought to quit my drinking, but I don't believe I will. And I'm all alone, it's alright. Isn't gonna wound my pride. If anyone can claim they're alright, so can I. So can I. He used to ask about you about 1,000,000 times a day. I got so tired of trying to answer, I just turned my head away. Now he don't pay me much attention. He's not asking anymore. I guess he'd probably know you if you walked back in the door. Calling out to the empty night, watching as the snowflakes come dancing round the light, dancing up against the window. It's like they're peeking through the glass, and they hover for a moment, then they fall on past. Calling out Thank you. That's called Rachel's Song. It's not Song for Rachel. Some people get mistaken that way. Remember when we'd get together, burn the candle, don't you know? Smoke and drink and live forever. No one there to tell us no. This time I'm gonna kill that bastard. This time I'm not gonna miss. This time there ain't no doubt about it. Let me be quite clear on this. Out the back and down the alley, gone to get your bucket spiked. Come back when you think you need me. Come back anytime you like. Where'd you get that red dress? Where'd you get that red dress? Yes, I'm drunk, but damn, you're ugly. Tell you one thing, yes, I will. Tomorrow morning I'll be sober. You'll be just as ugly still. Where'd you get that red dress? 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 Now I don't know what you got going on, but I know I never seen you with that red dress on. Tell me, where'd you get that red dress? Watching out the kitchen window, right here in this old brown chair. Stack the empties on the table, toss them down the basement stairs. Where'd you get that red dress? Remember when we'd get together? Smoke and drink and live forever. No one there to tell us no. To celebrate undying faith, we're gathered here like drifted wrecks for a late September wedding. October breathing down our necks. And I knew this town in another time. I knew this town a younger man, with the world in my hip pocket, a subway token in my hand. You got to me. And they got candlelight, the reggae band, champagne by the bucket load, limos lined up down the curb to take us where we need to go. And I need to go somewhere I've been to find the place I lost the trail. Way back then, so long ago, I don't suppose you even know you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. You got to me. We danced between the snowflakes falling, tripping on the cobblestones and the trolley tracks. We had it all then. Christmas break, your roommate's gone. We stoked the fire and let it burn till the embers glowed in the morning light. Trust in the tangle of skin on skin, but not known quite that feeling since you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. I didn't know, but we were not to be. But I know a thing or two now. The wedding party's raging yet. The old and desperate misbehave. The limo smells like cocaine sweat, cheap cologne and aftershave. And it's gotta be one of these row house doors. I knew the number long ago. I'll step out on the curb, tell the driver just go on and go. You got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. I didn't know, but we were not to be. But I know a thing or two now. The paperboy wants to smoke, leans his back against a tree. He's tired and cold and broken, he don't know what to make of me. Standing here in my three-piece suit, standing here just like I am, with my vest unbuttoned and my necktie loose, impervious to all abuse, and you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. Off on $1,000 Odyssey, and I know a thing or two now. Yeah, I know a thing or two now. Yeah, I know a thing or two now. Half a section in the short grass at the foot of the plains grows broomweed in the dry times and ragweed when it rains. It's all she's got left that the lawyers don't claim. Jackie does her damn best, never one to complain. She's been green breaking horses when she's home from the road, waiting on dispatch to find her a load. She leased all but the trap, ponies can't graze a thing. Another bobtail of coastal ought to last until spring. There were pictures on the tables and kids running around. 4 generations of a blinking light town. Was a Cotton-Eyed Joe, or maybe just the right glance. She got to go in with Randy at the Friday night dance. Just got 2 rules, if my conscience be known. Don't lie to me, don't bring me nothing home. Faithful's a nice word in Sunday school class. Life's just too crazy for that. Randy says not to worry, he'll feed while she's gone. She got the Freightliner idling half up on his lawn. He don't like her driving when the northers come blue, but if the horses went hungry, Lord knows what she'd do. Round Christmas up the Caprock, you can see all the towns, and the courthouses lit up for 10 miles around. It's a magical time to be traveling the roads, watch the country roll by in the halogens glow. Just got 2 rules, if my conscience be known. Don't lie to me, don't bring me nothing home. Faithful's a nice word in Sunday school class. Life's just too crazy for that. She jackknifed on black ice with an oversized load. There's a white cross in the bar ditch where she went off the road. Wasn't going that fast, the responders all say how it ended that bad. We can wonder all day. Just got 2 rules, if my conscience be known. Don't lie to me, don't bring me nothing home. Faithful's a nice word in the Sunday school class. Life's just too short for all that. Just got 2 rules, if my conscience be known. Don't lie to me, don't bring me nothing home. Faithful's a nice word in Sunday school class. Life's just too short for all that. Life's just too short for all that. For all that. I believe I'll do a medley of my hit. Strap them kids in, give them a little bit of vodka and a cherry coke. We're going to Oklahoma to the family reunion for the first time in years. It's up at Uncle Slayton's 'cause he's getting on in years. You know, he no longer travels, but he's still pretty spry. There's not much on talking, he's just too mean to die. And they'll be coming down from Kansas and from West Arkansas. It'll be one great big old party like you never saw. Uncle Slayton's got his Texan pride, back in the thickets with his Asian bride. He's got an Airstream trailer and a Holstein cow. Still makes whiskey 'cause he still knows how. He plays that Choctaw bingo every Friday night. You know, he had to leave Texas, but he won't say why. He owns a quarter section up by Lake Eufaula. Caught a great big old blue cat on a drifting jug line. Sells his hardwood timber to the chipping mill. Cooks that crystal meth because the shine don't sell. He cooks that crystal meth because the shine don't sell. You know, he likes that money, he don't mind the smell. My cousin Roscoe, Slayton's oldest boy, from his Second marriage up in Illinois, raised in East St. Louis by his mama's people where they do things different. Thought he'd just come on down. He's going to Dallas, Texas, and a semi-truck call from that big McDonald's, you know, the one that's built up on that great big old bridge across it. Will Rogers Turnpike took the big cabin exit, stopped and bought a carton of cigarettes at that Indian smoke shop with the big neon smoke rings and a Cherokee Nation. Hit Muskogee late that night, somebody ran the stoplight at the Shawnee bypass. Roscoe tried to miss him, but he didn't quite. Bob and May come up from some little town way down by Lake Texoma where he coaches football. They were 2A champions now for 2 years running, but he says they won't be this year. No, they won't be this year. And he stopped off in Tushka at that pop knife and gun place, bought a SKS rifle and a couple full cases of that steel core ammo with the Verdun primers from some East Bloc nation that shouldn't ought to need them anymore. And a Desert Eagle, that's one great big old pistol. I mean, 50 caliber made by badass Hebrews, and some surplus tracers for that old BAR Slayton's. As soon as it gets dark, we're gonna have us a time. We're gonna have us a time. Have us a time. My Aunt Rita, now she's just about my age. She lives over in Missouri, off of I-44, next to that great big old billboard of that little bitty baby wanting to know who's my daddy, selling that DNA testing. And she just done 6 months down at that Red River rehab, had a little pain pill problem, but she's okay now, you know she's okay now. It's just cocaine now. Ruth Ann and Lynn come down from Baxter Springs, and that's one hell-raising town way up in southeastern Kansas. Got a biker bar next to the lingerie store. It's got the Rolling Stones lips up there in bright pink neon, and they're right downtown where everyone can see them. And they burn all night, you know, they burn all night, you know, they burn all night. Ruth Ann and Lynn, they wear the cut-off breeches and them skinny little halters, and they're second cousins to me. Man, I don't care, I wanna get between them with a great big old heart on like an old boat-arc fence post. She could hang a pipe rail gate from some sister twisters till the cows come home, and we'll be having us a time. Having us a time. Uncle Slayton's got his Texan pride. back in the thickets with his Asian bride. He's cut that corner pasture into acre lots. He sells them owner finance strictly to them that's got no kind of credit, 'cause he knows they're slackers and they'll miss that payment. Then he takes it back. He plays that Choctaw bingo every Friday night. He drinks his Johnny Walker at that Club 69. We're gonna strap them kids and give them a little bit of Benadryl and a cherry coke. We're going to Oklahoma, gonna have us a time. Have us a time. I'm thinking right now would be an excellent time for y'all to order another drink, because I got to twist a whole bunch of strings on all these guitars to keep the whole deal from starting to suck. Get yourself a drink. Take care of your server. By that I mean start at 20% and go up like we do here in the United States. I know some of you might be visiting from developed nations where they pay servers a decent living wage. Unfortunately, we have not developed that far in this country here. Ours make way less than minimum, so you gotta tip them. I'll be right with you. Oh yeah, you can talk at full volume too. I don't know what to say to you. Shouldn't judge, but I often do. When you gonna come back home? Why'd you leave me all alone? I cut myself sharp and deep. It's the only thing that lets me sleep. Takes the pain from off my face and puts it in one tiny space where I can keep it down out of sight, way off to the side. It won't come at me on a cold, dark night. The red ridges I can't hide, they're on the outside. And I don't know what to say to you. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't want me to. Despite conviction, I still lack proof as the rain beats down on the motel roof. And I miss those long, hot summer days when I could keep that beast at bay. Long shadows bring it back to life till it sees its reflection in a short, sharp knife. Then I can keep it down out of sight, way off to the side. It won't come at me on a cold, dark night. The red ridges I can't hide, they're on the outside. I remember all my gifts in the early hours when the panic lifts. Thoughts go racing round and around, and only daylight slows them down. And I miss my dog from long ago. Where he went, I still don't know. Whiskey and coffee while I burn my toast, and build a cage for all my ghosts so I can keep them down out of sight, way off to the side. They won't come at me on a cold, dark night. The red ridges I can't hide, they're on the outside. I don't know what to say to you. I shouldn't judge, but I often do. Thanks. I'll do one of the Robert Earl Keen songs that I wrote. flatter than a tabletop. Makes you wonder why they stopped here. Wagon must have lost a wheel or they lacked ambition one. In the great migration west, separated from the rest, though they might have tried their best, they never caught the sun. So they sunk some roots down in this dirt to keep from blowing off the earth. They built a town right here, and when the dust had all but cleared, they called it Level Land. The pride of man, Level Land. Granddad grew dryland wheat, stood on his own 2 feet. His mind went incomplete and they put him in the home. Daddy's cotton grows so high, sucks the water table dry. The center pivot circles by, bleeding it to the bone. And I won't be here when there comes a day it all dries up and blows away. I'd hang around just to see, but they've never had much use for me in Level Land. They don't understand me out in Level Land. And I watch those jet trails carving up that big blue sky. Coast to coasters, watch them go. And I don't blame them one damn bit if they never look down on this. Not much down here they'd want to know. It's just Level Land. Far as you can point your hand, nothing but Level Land. Mama used to roll her hair back before the central air. We'd sit outside and watch the stars at night. She'd tell me to make a wish. I'd wish we both could fly. I don't think she's seen the sky since we got the satellite dish. And I can hear the marching band doing the best they can to play Smoke on the Water, joy to the world. And I paid up all my debts, got some change left over yet, and I'm getting on a whisper jet, gonna fly as far as I can get from Level Land. Done the best I can out in Level Land. You ever think you're profound and you think it matters? Consider the line, Jeremiah was a bullfrog, and the fact that everybody in the world has heard it. Hoyt Axton was a genius. Here's a new song about 18th century European primogeniture and feudalism and their combined effects on modern American redneck culture. The old world when your race was run, it all went to the eldest son. What's the poor second son to do but join up with the common man, set sail for the promised land, across the mighty ocean blue? And they made us who we are. So let's wave those stripes and stars for the sons of the second sons, products of genocide, polishing up their guns, righteous and justified, sons of the peasantry, thinking they're finally free, sons of the faithful serfs, salt of the blessed earth, in search of a master. And for a while we did okay, or looking back it seems that way. Tried to put our best foot down. We left tracks in the lunar dust, did away with the meaner stuff. All could ride at the front of the bus now. Didn't need no Jim Crow car. And we thought we'd come so far. Sons of the second sons, products of genocide, polishing up our guns, living in double wides, sons of the peasantry, telling ourselves we're free, sons of the faithful serfs, salt of the blessed earth, in search of a savior. Nowadays we're feeling stressed, it's all for us and damn the rest, telling each other to have a blessed day. All camoed up and standing tall, building bombs and border walls as all collective conscience falls away. And they wave those stars and bars. Is that really who we are? Sons of the second sons, products of genocide, believing in God and guns, eating that southern fried, sons of the peasantry, telling ourselves we're free, sons of the faithful serfs, salt of the blessed earth, in search of a savior. Sons of the second sons, products of genocide, polishing up our guns, paying on double wides, sons of the peasantry, telling ourselves we're free, sons of the pagan serfs, salt of the fucking earth, in search of a Caesar. Thank you. Wardrobe malfunction going on here. We used to spend a lot of time going back and forth across Western Canada, back before lockdown. Had to go a long way back and forth. There wasn't any gigs in the middle. But they grow this stuff up there, makes this chartreuse blossom, just goes on forever. And we didn't know what it was, and being U.S. citizens, we didn't stop to ask. One day we came to a sign that said canola processing with a phone number. I was able to finish this song finally. I was thinking about you crossing southern Alberta. Canola fields on a July day, about the same chartreuse as that 69 bug you used to drive around San Jose. Never knew where my old white Lincoln might take you. Party on wheels with suicide doors. Bring the kids and the dogs and your grandma too. We always had room for more. Till that white knuckle ride back from Santa Cruz. Second best surfer on the Central Coast. Had you wrapped up all the way back to Los Gatos. And I could have cut his throat. Then it wasn't like we were an item to start with. It had no basis in fact. But the whiskey could push me to sudden extremes. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. Take my hand, Marie. Take a death grip on some part of me. Keep me from drifting far out to sea, or I'll be lost out there. We all filtered away with the days getting shorter, seeking our place in the greater scheme. Kids and careers and a vague sense of order, busting apart at the seams. I heard you switched coast, moved in with your sister. Doubt you'd have called it familial bliss. We met up in Brooklyn before it went hipster. You carried your keys in your fist. And in a way back corner of a crosstown bus, we were hiding out under my hat, cashing in on a 30-year crush. You can't be young and do that. You can't be young and do that. Take my hand, Marie. Take a death grip on some part of me. Keep me from drifting far out to sea, or I'll be lost out there. Or I'll be lost out there. I was thinking about you crossing southern Alberta. Canola fields at harvest time look like tumbleweeds all raked up into rows, brown rusty contour lines. There's not much moving on a romance radar, not that I'm craving it all that much, but I still need to feel every once in a while the warmth of a smile and a touch. And in a way back corner of a crosstown bus, we were hiding out under my hat, cashing in on a 30-year crush. You can't be young and do that. 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 Take my hand, Marie. Take a death grip on some part of me. Keep me from drifting far out to sea, or I'll be lost out there. Or I'll be lost out there. Or I'll be lost out there. Don't know what went wrong, I ain't known you that long to begin with. Leave the rocks in the road, stay away from the river, Virginia. There's not much you can do, except wait on the train when the road gullies out in a biblical rain. And that's how it's been ever since I can remember. I'm not too keen of mind, I don't pick up on signs like I ought to. So I won't sweat the cost of the coffee or the wine that I bought you. With your emptied out nest, your chicks have all flew. There's nobody left to take care of but you, and you don't know how to just be. No one ever taught you. I can't find much to say as you play with that loose strand of hair. If you had your tail, you'd be twitching it. And I've got to get over the scare until you know. Until you know. Until you know. Until you know. I never saw such a cold day in June. Did you ever, Virginia? In our young days, the old people called it blackberry winter. As the mail plane goes out at a slow rate of climb, this cold rain don't help with your low state of mind. Hanging down like the fog on the ridge, you can't tell what's in it. And you stare me down hard and you ask me why I even care. It's not that I'm any Sir Galahad. There just needs to be somebody there to tell you no. To tell you no. To tell you no. To tell you no. Your bags are all packed. You're not coming back, that's for certain. And the landlady won't like the stains on the rugs and the curtains. Well, that's just wear and tear such as happens in life. But folks around here live to gossip and gripe, so I won't tell a soul what they'll never know. I'll never hurt them. And I found the letter you left at the foot of the stairs. And I heard the horn blow, the train's pulling out. I hope you find somebody there to tell you no. To tell you no. To tell you no. To tell you no. Leave the rocks in the road, stay away from the river, Virginia. I'll do another new one. This one's called Pinocchio in Vegas. I know it's kind of a dubious concept, but you never know what might work in song. Pinocchio's in Vegas with his eye on the prize. He's a real boy now. His dick grows when he lies, but his face stays frozen like it's still made of wood. It displays no emotion as he cleans them out good. At that backroom table, most any Friday night, he don't even need the money. He's just in it out of spite. He misses old Geppetto, gone now 2 years. The boy's spending real money and he's crying real tears. You'd have thought it'd been a straight and simple untaxed estate. It was nearly out of probate when it blew up in his face. There were whispers in the shadows all around the town. Heretofore unknown relations old Geppetto got around. Who were my grandmother's friends? Used to play bridge every Tuesday at 10. Who were the neighbors next door when I was still crawling on the floor? When the claims came to light, Pinocchio was blue. The lawyers had a field day just like they always do. First they tried to fleece him for a rainbow's worth of gold. He had to sue Walt Disney over copyright control. He got less than he wanted, more than they'd give. Both sides are bitter, both sides will live. Who were my grandmother's friends? Used to take me fishing every now and then. Who were the neighbors next door? Who all did we lose in the war? Snapping peas on that front porch step, untake them watermelon rinds, toss them over the horse lot fence, go wash up and quit that crime. Pinocchio's over it, he don't beat up on himself. He's had to learn to be an asshole just like everybody else. Where the dogs eat the dogs and the cats eat the mice, you pick a hill to die on, don't bother acting nice, 'cause that won't serve you well at the end of the day. They don't have to come and take it if you give it all away. Who were my grandmother's friends? Used to play bridge every Tuesday at 10. Who were the neighbors next door when I was still crawling on the floor? I say, who were my grandmother's friends? Used to take me fishing every now and then. Who were the neighbors next door? I can't call you up and ask you anymore. I guess we knew the cards were stacked. Started out the best of friends, and we beat that highway till it quit beating back. Didn't mean much in the end. Some you win, some you lose, some you throw away. We headed south across those Colorado plains, just as empty as the day. We looked around at all we saw, and all we'd hoped to see. looking out through the bugs on the windshield. Somebody said to me, no more buffalo, blue skies are open roads, no more rodeo, no more noise. Take my Cadillac, park it out and back. Mama's calling, put away the toys. Don't chase that carrot till it makes you sick. What you think you're gonna prove? Just let it dangle till it falls off the stick. That's when you make your move. Don't go chasing after shooting stars, trying to make yourself a name. You could joust at windmills with that old Fender guitar, probably do about the same. No more buffalo, blue skies are open road, no more rodeo for these old boys. Take my Cadillac, park it out and back. Mama's calling, put away the toys. Never thought they'd ever doubt my words. I guess they were just too tired to care. I'd point to the horizon, to the dust of the herds, still hovering in the air. Somebody said it ain't any search. Man, you wish so hard, you're scaring me. 'Cause those are combines kicking up that dust. But you can see what you want to see. Go on chasing after what used to be there. Top that rise and face the pain. But man, they were here, I swear. Not just these bleaching bones stretching across the plain. No more buffalo, blue skies are open roads, no more rodeo for this old boy. Take my Cadillac, park it out and back. Mama's calling, put away the toys. No more buffalo, blue skies are open roads, no more rock and roll as we all know it. Take my Cadillac, park it out and back. Mama's calling, put away the toys. Thanks for coming out, folks. I'd like to thank the Mucky Duck. Hope we get to do this again. Find yourselves in Austin on a Tuesday night. We're usually at the Continental Club with my band. Meanwhile, wherever you go, tip your server, be nice to the doorman. Be careful getting home, and if you don't, be nice to the nice officer. Once again, thanks for being here. Beer cans to the ceiling, ashtray on the floor, laundry on the sofa, need I say more? I walked out with my hair wet, I caught one awful cold. Should have been more careful, should have done like I was told. I can't believe it, how could it be? Just like you said could happen, so it did to me. Just when I might have seen the light of day, I crossed my eyes till they stayed that way. I keep my distance as best I can, living out my time here in Never Never Land. And I can't grow up, 'cause I'm too old now. I guess I really did it this time, Mom. The boogeyman came calling, I said I wasn't home. He didn't believe me, he wasn't alone. He had my number, he got my goat, he bought my ticket, paid off my note, and he left in a hurry, said he couldn't stay. I guess he had his reasons, I'm not the one to say. I keep my distance as best I can, living out my time here in Never Never Land. And I can't grow up, 'cause I'm too old now. I guess I really did it this time, Mom. Let's go chase tornadoes, it's just me and you. You don't often catch them, but man, when you do, just take my catch rope, crawl out on the wing. We won't come down till we own that thing, and then we'll sit out on the front porch, quiet as a mouse, one last time before they close on the house. Keep our distance as best we can, having us a time here in Never Never Land. And we can't grow up, we're much too old now. I guess we really did it this time, Mom. I guess we really did it this time, Mom. I guess we really did it. Thank you.